In the world of philosophy, Stoicism is known for its focus on virtue, self-discipline, and the pursuit of wisdom. However, behind its teachings on self-control and moderation, there is a little explored aspect: sexuality. Often overlooked, the relationship between Stoicism and sexuality reveals an intriguing and complex aspect of this ancient philosophy. In this article, we will explore the dark secret of sexuality in Stoicism, discovering how Stoics addressed this fundamental topic in human life. As we unravel the teachings and beliefs of prominent Stoic figures like Epictetus, Seneca, and Marcus Aurelius, we will find that their perspectives on sexuality offer valuable lessons on moderation, self-control, and the pursuit of virtue in an area of life often considered taboo. The cultural context of ancient Rome. To understand the Stoic perspective on sexuality, it is essential to consider the cultural context of ancient Rome, where this philosophy flourished. In Roman society, sexuality was an integral part of daily life, but it was also surrounded by a set of norms and taboos. The influence of Greek and Stoic philosophy in Rome added a philosophical dimension to the discussion of sexuality. Sexual moderation as virtue. One of the distinctive features of Stoicism is the importance of moderation in all areas of life. Stoics believed that excess and indulgence were harmful to emotional and spiritual well-being. They applied this principle to sexuality by advocating moderation in sexual desires and appetites. For Stoics, sexual self-control was a manifestation of the virtue of temperance. They believed that yielding to sexual impulses immoderately distracted the mind from more important matters, such as the pursuit of wisdom and virtue. Sexual moderation was seen as a means to preserve inner tranquility and serenity. The relationship between desire and apathy. A key concept in Stoicism is apatheia, which should not be confused with a lack of emotion but rather the absence of intense emotional disturbances. Stoics believed that unchecked desire and passion were obstacles to achieving apatheia, as these emotions could disrupt inner peace. In the context of sexuality, this meant that Stoics viewed sexual desires as potentially problematic if not managed in moderation. Unbridled lust and obsessive pursuit of sexual pleasure were considered incompatible with the pursuit of virtue and wisdom. The importance of conscious choice. Epictetus, one of the most influential Stoic philosophers, emphasized the importance of conscious choice in all areas of life, including sexuality. He argued that we must exercise our power of choice to decide whether we engage in sexual activities and how we do so. Epictetus did not condemn sexual activity itself but rather the lack of self-control and impulsive behavior. He held that we should make conscious decisions about our sexual actions and not yield to momentary desires. For him, virtue resided in the ability to choose what is morally right and exercise self-control to act in accordance with that choice. Seneca and the Stoic perspective on marriage. Seneca, another prominent Stoic, offered his views on marriage and sexuality in his work On Marriage. In this text, Seneca advocated for a balanced and respectful approach to marital relationships. He believed that marriage should be based on friendship and the equality of moral values, rather than mere satisfaction of sexual desires. Seneca also emphasized the importance of fidelity and trust in marriage, as he considered these qualities fundamental to maintaining harmony and stability in the relationship. His perspective reflects the Stoic idea that relationships should align with values and virtue. Marcus Aurelius and reflection on lust. The Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius, also known as the philosopher emperor, explored the relationship between lust and Stoic philosophy in his Meditations. Although he struggled with his own sexual desires, he strove for self-control and moderation. Marcus Aurelius reflected on how unrestrained lust and carnal desires could distract him from his pursuit of virtue and wisdom. He argued for keeping the mind focused on what truly mattered and not allowing sexual impulses to control him. His personal struggle and quest for moderation reflect the ongoing battle between human desires and the pursuit of virtue in Stoicism. Conclusions. The dark secret of Stoicism and sexuality. In summary, Stoicism addressed sexuality as part of its focus on moderation, self-control, and the pursuit of virtue. Stoics believed that unbridled lust and indulgence were obstacles to inner peace and apatheia. They advocated for conscious choice in sexual activities and the importance of basing relationships on friendship and shared moral values. While Stoicism does not offer definitive answers to all questions about sexuality, its teachings provide an interesting perspective on how to approach this fundamental aspect of human life. It reminds us of the importance of self-control, moderation, and conscious choice in all areas of our lives, including sexuality, in our pursuit of virtue and wisdom.